Hi yogis, I'm Leslie and this is Yoga Sculpt. We have not done, or I have not done these videos in a couple of weeks now, it feels like. We've been focusing so much more on the sock yoga lately and having fun with that. So I've been missing the resistance bands, so here we are. This will be a yoga pilates fusion, adding some resistance. We'll use a resistance band. This is a medium tension band, it's about 7 feet long. We will be needing the full length of the band today. And then we also have a resistance loop. And this is the fabric loop. You can see it's a little wider than the typical latex resistance loops. You can use the latex loop if that's what you have. That will work fine. But I like the fabric loops better. They are tougher. This is actually the light resistance band. And I'm pulling out as hard as I can, and you can see it's barely moving. So I just find I get a much better challenge when I use the fabric bands. And it also has these little elastic grippy inside edge. So when it's on your pants, it's not going to slide up and down. So that's just why I prefer these, but again, if you have the latex loops, I know those are more common, that will work just fine. So let's get started just standing. We'll just do a little warm-up. So this will be a sequence that we're going to add on to. So every time we go through the sequence on each side, I'm going to add one pose to it. So I'm just going to come to a profile view. I'll be facing this direction and guiding you through it. You're just going to take your resistance band in each hand, just make a little fist with the ends of it, and then wrap the loose part around your hands until your arms are about shoulder distance apart without any resistance, okay? And your fingers and your thumbs will be free. Okay. So let's start at the top of our mat here. Okay. So let's bend into the knees, reach the arms up. So let's turn the toes out a little bit, so we're in a horse pose. And then exhale, pull out on the band as you come down into a low squat. And then rise up, take your right knee up to the elbow and side bend towards that right knee. And then place the right foot down, come back down into your horse pose and take your arms down and pull out. Rise back up, take your left knee to the elbow, step down into the horse, come into the squat, lower down. So we're adding on. Rise up, right knee to right elbow. Now take the right foot behind you and to the side in a curtsy lunge. Side bend over to the left, taking your left elbow down, bend your knees, come back up and place the foot down. Lower down into a squat, take the arms down. Maybe the hips come down below the knees this time. Rise up. So left elbow comes to left knee. Left foot steps back behind you in a curtsy lunge and you side bend over to the right. Come on up and place the foot down. So we're going to keep adding on to that. So lower down into your squat. Maybe come almost all the way down this time. Rise up. Right elbow to right knee. Right foot comes behind you in a diagonal into a curtsy lunge. Come on up with the right knee forward and then do a wood chopper action with the arms over to the right as you twist to the right. Reach up. Place the right foot down. Toes are turned out. Lower down into a squat. You pull out on the band. Rise back up. All right, left side. Left elbow to knee. Inhale as you transition and step the foot behind you in a curtsy lunge. And then exhale, side bend to the right. You're taking the elbow down to the hip. And then come on up with the knee, bring it forward. And it's a wood chopper action with the arms. I'm going slow motion so you can see. You're twisting to the left. Reach up, step the foot down. And again, lower down into a squat. Take your arms out. Inhale, come up. Right elbow to right knee. Right foot comes behind you into a diagonal and you side bend in your curtsy lunge. Take your right knee forward, wood chopper the arms to the right, reach up. Now, step the right foot back and lower the heel so you're in a warrior one shape. Inhale, pull the arms back with the elbows bent. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold forward, bring the band down to your front shin. And then rise back up into your warrior one. Step up with the knee, place the foot down. Lower down into your squat. Your toes are turned out. Every time you squat, arms press out to the side. Rise back up. Left elbow to left knee. Left foot steps behind you at a diagonal. Come into your curtsy lunge as you side bend to the right. Inhale, come up, bring the left knee forward. Twist to the left, wood chopper arms. Arms reach up. And then you step back to your warrior one shape. So your back heel is down. As you inhale, bend your elbows 90 degrees, lift your heart. As you exhale, straighten your front leg and lower your arms down. Maybe tap the band to the middle of your shin. Bend your front knee, inhale, warrior one, and step forward. Adding on, so one more sequence to that. So let's lower down into the squat, toes are turned out, arms pull out. Inhale, come up. Right elbow to right knee. You kind of side bend in towards that knee. And then you step the foot behind you, curtsy lunge, side bend left. Inhale, come up with the knee forward, twist. As you would chopper your arms, reach the arms up. Step the right foot back to a warrior one. Front knee is bent. Inhale, pull your elbows out. Arms come back behind you, heart lifts. Exhale, straighten the front leg and fold it forward, tapping the band down. Come into a warrior one, arms up, we're adding on. Now take a quarter turn towards the left side of your mat. We're in a horse pose. Our knees and our toes are turned out. So let's lift the right heel and side bend over towards the right. You're bringing the elbow down to the hip. Inhale, arms up. Lift the left heel, side bend over to the left, bringing the elbow down to the hip. Inhale up. 2 more times. Exhale. Right heel up as you side bend. Exhale, left heel up as you side bend. 1 more time each side. Inhale, right heel up, side bend to the right. Come up and exhale over to the left. Inhale up. Now, from your horse pose, stay in this position. Just take your arms forward in front of you, pull out on the band. Take your arms down, pull out on the band. Take your arms forward, lift both heels. Lift your arms up, pull out on the band. Both heels are up. Pull out on the band. Arm band is forward. Band is down, pull out. Band is forward, pull out on the band. Band is up, pull out on the band. Now sweep your arms towards the back of your mat and then they come around into the front as you come back into your crescent lunge. And step forward to the top of the mat. Same thing left side, so this will be the last time through. So turn the toes out again, get ready for your squat. Lower your hips, pull out on the band with your arms down low. Inhale, come up. And then your left elbow to left knee. Exhale, inhale up. Step the foot behind you into a curtsy lunge and exhale, side bend. So you inhale on the transition. Inhale back as your knee comes forward. Exhale, twist with your wood chopper arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step back to warrior one. Lower your back heel. Bend your front knee. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Pull the band back behind your head. Reach back up. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Fold forward over your front shin. Inhale, bend the knee, rise the arms up. Now pivot a quarter turn towards the left side of your mat. Exhale, lift your left knee, side bend to the left, inhale up. Exhale, so it's towards the front of your mat. Right heel lifts, inhale up. So you lift the heel as you pull the elbow down towards that hip. Inhale up, lifting the right heel, side bend right, inhale up. 1 more time each side. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale as you side bend, inhale up. Now your arms are up, you're in a horse pose, lift both of your heels. Exhale, take the arms forward and pull out. Take the arms down and pull out. Arms forward, pull out. Arms up, pull out. Are both your heels lifted? 1 more time, pull out. And down. And forward, pull out. And up, pull out. All right. Oh, that's right. Take your arms towards the back of the mat, and then they circle around and forward, coming into your crescent. So you just pivot on your back, ball of the foot, and you're in crescent. And then you step forward. Okay. Now, you're going to take the band behind your back. So it's going to come behind the mid to upper back area. Think the bra line area. And you're going to get the middle of the band back there, so you have about an equal amount of tail on both sides. And then you're going to choke it up. We're going to be working the pectoral muscles, the chest muscles, which are a pretty strong muscle group. So you want to get a lot of resistance here. And then just give it a few little test drives. You have the band directly behind your back, kind of just below the armpit area. And you're pushing forward, and just see how that feels. If you want a little more resistance, maybe grab a tougher band if you have one, or choke it up a little bit more. We're going to be doing a lot of these. You might not feel much right now, But we're going to do a lot of these, moving the legs in different ways, so you'll feel it after a while. Okay. So let's stand at the top of the mat, your elbows are bent. And then step the right foot back, push your arms forward. Take your arms wide, inhale. Take your arms forward, exhale. Step in, inhale with the elbows in. Exhale, step the left foot back, arms go forward. Inhale, open your arms out wide. Exhale, arms go straight forward. Inhale, step back in and pull your elbows in. So step the right foot back. Exhale, push your arms forward. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, left foot steps back. Inhale, arms are wide. Exhale, arms go straight forward. Inhale, step in. We're adding on. Right foot back, arms forward. Just take your left arm back and you twist to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, step in. Step the left foot back. Inhale, take your right arm back as you twist. Exhale, arm back comes forward. And inhale, step in. Step back with the right foot. Inhale, open. Exhale, back through center. Inhale, step in. And last time, left foot steps back, push forward. Inhale, right arm back as you twist. Exhale, right arm forward. And then step yourself in. Okay, so pause here. We're going to step back a little bit. Lower our knees down. We're going to do some push-ups with this little bit of extra resistance here. Now, you need to start off in a high kneeling push-up position. So your knees are a little behind your hips and down on the floor. And you're pinning the band down with your hands. And let's go for 4 and up, and 3 and up, and 2, up, and 1 and up. Now just your right leg is going to come back into a straightened push-up position, and your left knee is still in the kneeling push-up position. And go for 4, up, and 3, up, and 2. We're just doing simple push-ups. And 1. Now you're going to switch your knees. Your right knee comes down. Your left leg is extended on the ball of that foot. And 4, and 3. Guess what comes after this? And 2, and 1. Oh yes, we are. Both legs straight, full push-up position. 4, just right into it, don't even think about it. 3, 2, don't let the head just sag down. 1, lower down. All right, so let's come on up onto our knees, so standing on the knees. And I'm going to give myself a little more space to the side here. I'm going to turn a little bit. What we're going to want to do is have enough room so that one leg can come out to the side and then the other leg can come out to the side. And if you're on a hard surface floor, you might want a folded blanket under your knees, because we are going to be weight bearing on the knees here for a moment. So let's start off. I'm just angling myself here. Just start off with the tops of the feet on the floor and lean back and come forward. So you're leaning back into your toenails and back forward. Tops of the feet are down. Your feet are breaking you, and you come back up. You're gonna feel this in your quads. If you don't feel this yet, you will. We're gonna add the arms. So push the arms forward as you exhale. Bend the elbows and pull in. Push the arms forward. Inhale, take the arms wide. Elbows in, push forward. Take the arms wide, elbows in. Exhale, push the arms forward. Inhale, arms wide, elbows in. A couple more. Push the arms straight forward as you lean back. Take the arms wide as you come forward. Bring the elbows in. One more. Exhale, forward. Inhale, arms wide. Okay? So now, exhale, push your arms forward. Inhale, take the arms wide. Stay here. Step the right foot out to the side. Now we're going to twist the left hand towards the right hand. Come back through center. Pull the elbows in, bring your right knee under you. Lean back, push your arms forward. Come back forward, take your arms wide, step your left foot out to the side. You're going to take the right hand towards the left hand. You're twisting over the left leg. Inhale, open back up. Bring the knee back under you. Push your arms forward. Take the arms wide. Take the right foot out to the side. Twist, adding on here. So twist to the right, and then open up. And now lean over to the left. And take your top arm down towards your bottom hand. Come back up. Pull your elbows in, bring the right knee under you. Push your arms forward, lean back. Take your arms wide, shift forward, left leg out to the side. So you twist to the left first, inhale to untwist, lean over to the right, and then take your top arm down towards your bottom arm, come up, upright. Bring your left knee in and your elbows in, one more to each side. So push forward, lean back, open the arms, come forward, right leg out, twist this to the right with the upper body, open up, lean over to the left, and then top arm comes down. You twist and look down, reach the arm up, come up, bring the knee back in and the elbows in. Oh yeah, lean back, push the arms forward, arms come out wide, left leg steps out. This is the last one. Twist it over to the left, inhale and open, lean over to the right and take your top arm down, and up, and rise up, and bring the knee in and the elbows in. So we can remove the bands now. Actually, let's stretch this out. So still holding the band, we're going to keep wrapping it around the hands until your hands are as close together as you can get them. And then push out a little bit into the band. Rotate your hands so your palms are facing each other. That's going to be an external rotation of the shoulders. And lean back and come into a camel pose. We're really just opening across the front of the chest. And then slowly, slowly send your hips back and bring the top of your head to the floor. And then roll your hips right up over your knees. Let your arms move away from your back. If you can, keep the palms turning in towards each other so you keep that external rotation in the shoulders. Keep the weight just forward of the center of the top of your head. So not on the very center, but just forward of the center of the top of the head. Lower your arms down and come back up. Okay, so let's come up to standing. Keep the band wrapped up in your hands. Let's just do one more little stretch here. So band is about shoulder distance apart. Arms reach up. Let's side bend over to one side. Keep rolling your upper body down and come up through the other side. And then come in a side bend. So if I'm mirroring you, it's right here. And then inhale up, come over to the left. Lower down a little more. Bend your knees. Let the band come down to about level with your kneecaps. And then come up through the right. And side bend over to the left. And then inhale, come up, and exhale over to the right, and then come down even farther. Maybe the band is level with your ankles. And then pull up with the right arm as you come up through the left, and side bend over to the right. And then lower the band. Okay, so next sequence we'll be doing some more work with the legs. So we're going to unravel everything. Maybe take any wrinkles or folds out of the band, especially the center of the band, because that's where our foot's going to go. The rest of the band will be bunched up in our hands. So I'm going to face the front of my mat again, and we're going to step the right foot down onto the band. So we're going to do another sequence where we're going to build onto the sequence every time. We're going to add one more pose to it. Okay. So because I don't have enough room to take my leg out to the side without kicking my closet, I'm going to angle myself a little bit, okay? So I'm going to hold the ends in your hands, bunch it up a bit, okay? So let's start with the leg out to the side. So let's pick the leg up, bend the knee, and then push the leg out to the right as your right arm reaches over to the left. And then come back up through center. Can you balance? That's the tricky part. And then reach the arms up as you push your right leg forward. And then come back through center. So let's do that 2 more times. Can you stay balancing on your left foot the whole time? So take your leg, push it out to the right as your right arm reaches over to the left. There's my closet. Bend the knee, come up through center. Push the leg forward, arms come up. 2 more times. Bend the knee, bend the elbows. So leg out to the right as your arm reaches over. Come back through center. We're going nice and slow so we don't topple over. And then foot forward, arms up. And back through center. Your elbow bends, your knee bends in the center. And then out to the side last time. Back through center. Whoa. And leg forward, arms up. And back through center. Now place the foot down. Cross the band once. Bunch it up a lot more because we're going to be working triceps. Now let's lift the left leg and lift the straight arms back behind you. And just lift and lower the leg, left leg and the arms together. So you're looking straight down, just beyond your mat. So not looking forward, not looking down towards the back of your mat, just up and down, like this. And then step the left foot back, and you're going to uncross the band. Okay. So now your right forearm comes in front of your face, kind of goes across the midline of your body a little bit, and then down. And then the left forearm comes right up towards your face, and then down. And then the right, it's kind of coming up and a little over to the side, across the midline. Now we're going to do both arms at the same time. So we're going to cross the forearms right in front of our face, and then you cross them the other way. So a little bit of bicep here, just working them a little differently than typical bicep curls. Okay, good. Cross the band again, and lower your back heel for a warrior two. Let's reverse this warrior inhale, and then lower down. Now parallel your feet. Hold both ends of the band in the right hand. Sorry, I'm not mirroring you here. And we're going to twist the right hand over towards the back foot. And then open up and just keep opening towards the front of the mat. And then twist towards the back of the mat. Bring the right hand to the left foot. Can you keep your legs straight and the spine straight? More important that you keep the spine straight. So if you need to maybe bend this back knee, the left knee, that's okay. Rotate to the front. Exhale, twisting, bringing right hand to left foot, and rotating to the front. And then we're going to hold on to the band in both hands. Come back to a crescent warrior, reach the arms up, and come into warrior three. Cross the band, bunch up the band, and then press back with the left leg and with both of your arms. So your arms are straight, just doing this warrior three with the tricep work. Step the left foot down. Let's just finish this the way we started. So bringing the right leg up, press the foot out, arms are up, bend the knee, take the right leg out to the right and the arm over to the left, back through center, and place it down. Okay, other side. Okay, so we did about 4 or so of each pose except for the reverse warrior. So we're going to do the whole thing with the left foot down, just trying to get my foot right on the center of the mat. And we're going to, the center of the band. And then, here we go. So let's lift the knee up, take the arms up. First take the leg out to the left, reaching your left arm over to the right. Come back up. So we're trying to balance on the right foot the whole time. We're going to do 4 of these. Push the left leg forward, arms are up. Bend the knee, bend the elbows. And then over to the left. And then inhale back through center. And exhale, pressing forward with the foot, arms reach up. And inhale back through center. Halfway there. Take it over to the left. Might be helpful to have a wall nearby. I know I should have mentioned that much sooner. Left foot forward, arms up. Good news, one more. Over to the left. So really working on lots of small, deep muscles to maintain your balance. Leg forward, arms up. All right. Now you're going to place the foot down. Cross the band once. Find your warrior three. Bunch up with the band quite a bit for your tricep work. And then just lifting and lowering the arms and your right leg at the same time. So make sure you have enough resistance so you're feeling some work in your triceps. Spine is long, your neck is long, base of your skull is lengthening forward of the shoulders. All right, and let's step it back to a crescent warrior. So let's go 4 times, one arm at a time, and then 4 times with both arms. I'm going to uncross the band for this one. I just find it is a little less annoying when the band isn't crossed. Okay, so right arm, the forearm is you're looking right at it, it's right in front of your face, and then it lowers down, and then the left forearm. So the fist is coming up a little higher than your head. So let's go 4 on each arm. This is the third one. Front knee is bent, and then the last one. And then we'll do both arms at the same time. So you cross both arms in front of your face and down, and then cross your forearms the other way. So one is in front, one is in back. And 2, and 1. Cross the band over your foot again, lower your back heel. Just one reverse warrior, holding the band firmly in your left hand. Take the band up and over, coming into reverse warrior. And then come back up. Now, straighten the legs, parallel your feet. You're facing the right side of the mat. And you're just going to hold both ends of the band in your left hand. And I'm holding, with the 7-foot band, I'm holding the very ends of the band. And my arm is still not parallel. I don't want you to strain your arm to get the arm parallel, so just the best you can. And then let's exhale and twist towards the back of the mat. And inhale, come back through center. Keep twisting to the front of the mat. Inhale through center. Exhale, you're taking your left hand towards the right foot. You can always bend that right knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale and twist. Your spine stays long. Inhale through center. Exhale and twist. Inhale through center. Exhale to the front of the mat. Last time, back through center. Exhale, twist to the back. Spine long, back through center. And twist to the front, back through center. Hold both ends of the band. Pivot your front foot so you're back into your crescent warrior. You're on the ball of the back foot. And then you step forward and we can step off of the band. Okay, we're adding in the loop. So you're going to double up the band and place it at just beyond the top of the mat. And then you're going to bring the loop around your feet. We're going to be lying down on our belly, doing some locust pose variations. So I've got the band right around the feet, the soles of the feet. I'm going to lie all the way down on the belly. So forehead can come down. So make sure your band is somewhat even and you can just hold on to the band doubled up, and your hands and arms are about shoulder distance wide. Maybe about outer shoulder distance wide. And then you're going to place your head down. Place the forehead down. If you need to look at me, just take a peek. But optimal that your forehead is down so you're not straining your neck. Okay. So I think I'm going to be using this camera quite a bit more for this one. So here we go. Arms are forward. So we're going to start by working alternate arm and leg. So let's pin the left hand and the right foot down. And let's bend the right elbow, pull it back as you bend the left knee and lift that left foot. And then bring it all back. And then as you exhale, the left elbow and the right knee bend. So the foot is coming just straight up off the floor as the left elbow comes in towards your side, and then you reach. So right elbow comes in towards your side, your left foot comes straight up off the floor. Keep the thigh down, and then straight. Just think of bending elbow and knee. Keeping the thigh down, but you're bending the right knee, lifting the foot and back. Let's do a few more of that just to get the hang of it. Bending the left elbow and the right knee, pushing up into that loop with your foot, and then pull back with the arm, push up with the right foot and back. Okay, now we're going to alternate lifting straight arm and leg, opposite arm and leg. So right arm lifts straight up, left leg lifts straight up. So this time they're trying to bring the thigh up off the floor. Left arm, right leg, and down. You'll need to lift your head for this one. So don't keep the forehead down, just let the head lift and lower as the arm comes up, just opposite arm and leg. You're keeping some tension on the loop between your feet or around your feet, but you're pressing straight up into the loop. And let's go one more time on each side. And last time. Now we're going to flutter. So lift up into a locust pose, and like you're kicking your way across a pool. But you're fluttering your arms, they're straight, your legs are straight, you're fluttering your legs. Pull out on the band in your hands. Press out on the loop and around your feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all down, take a rest. How about if we do that again? We'll speed it up a little bit now that you have the hang of it. Okay, just those 3 moves. So starting off with bent elbow, opposite arm and leg. So right elbow, left knee bends. You're pinning your left thigh down as you bend the knee. And then left elbow, right knee. You're pushing the foot up into the loop. You can have the forehead down, right elbow, left knee. Just push the left foot up into the loop. And then left elbow, right knee. Let's go one more each time. We're going to shorten up this time through. Right elbow, left knee, push up into the foot. You've got to really pin the thigh down so you're getting a lot of resistance in that loop. And then straight arm and leg. So lift up through the right arm, left leg, and down. Let the head just come up and down with the arm that's lifting. You might roll a little bit to the opposite lung as you lift up the arm, that's fine. Keep a little bit of resistance in the loop so your feet are pressing out as one leg presses up. And one more each side. And last one, and down. All right, lift both your arms and your legs and flutter. Pretend like you're kicking across the pool. You're creating resistance in the loop around your feet as you flutter and kick. Pulling out on the band in between your hands as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Okay. We're going to release the band in the hands and come up to all fours. Keep the loop around your feet. All right. Just pause here. Actually, let's take a child's pose. That'll feel nice. After all of that back work, we'll stretch out through the back here. Just take some smooth, even, and full breaths right into the back of your ribs. Imagine with every breath you're just releasing tension, and definitely releasing any strain. Okay, some more hamstring work. Let's come up to all fours. So this one we're going to keep pretty simple, but it's going to pack a punch in the hamstrings here. So we're just going to lift one knee off the floor, and you're pushing the heel back into the loop, and then take it down. So the knee comes up and you push the heel up into the loop. It's not going out to the side, it's just straight up. Pretty simple, right? Let's stay on one side. Right leg is lifting, left knee stays down. You're just pressing the heel up into the band. We're going to keep doing this until we start to feel something. That's all relative, right? Because we're all working with different loop resistance, loop strengths, depending on what you've got. I have a link to these fabric loops on my About page on my channel. I got these at Amazon. Probably one of the best exercise equipment purchases I bought other than my yoga mat, of course. All right, I'm feeling it. Lower that knee down. All right, other leg. So just right knee down, just your left knee is lifting and lowering, and you're pushing the foot straight up. The heel straight up into the loop. And I know we procrastinated a bit. I was talking on the first side, so I'm going to have to distract you on this side as well. We'll just keep going. We're going to keep going until we start to feel like there's a little bit of fatigue going. Of course, we're all different in our strength as well, not just the strength of the fabric of the resistance loop, but also just our own muscle strength. So let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that down. All right. Just bring the loop around your ankles and come into a downward dog, just to stretch out there through the back of the legs. So you know we have to finish with some core, and then we'll stretch out. So that's the plan. Reach the toes forward here in your downward dog. Reach your thigh bones back. And try to lower the heels. If they don't touch the floor, that's fine. It's just your intention to lower the heels. Maybe your knees are bent if the back of the legs are tight. And then lower your knees down. Okay, we're going to transfer this down onto our back. Let's start with a little bit of outer hip work, and then we'll move on to core. So for this one, I'm going to bring the loop around the heels again. We're just working with the loop. Now, arms can be wherever they're comfortable. Now take your knees together and your feet out wide, kind of like a pigeon stance. Not a traditional yoga pigeon, but when you say someone's like pigeon-toed, when their knees are in together and their feet are wide. And now do the opposite. Take your knees wide, and your ankles are going to rotate out and push your ankles out into the band. Okay, so that didn't feel like much, right? Because we haven't really done the practice yet. I just want you to kind of get used to this, knees together, feet, outer heels are pressing out into the band. And then your knees come wide, and you're still pressing out into the band, but this time with your ankles. Now we're going to move the shins around in a circle. So think of your feet Your feet are drawing circles on the wall in front of you. So your knees are going to come in and out. As your feet, my feet are making these circles, right? They're coming out and then in together and then out together and then in together. And in order to facilitate that, my knees are just coming in and out. So we're really just moving between those two poses that we just started working on, but now we're just adding more of a circular dimension to it. And then we're going to go the other way. So reverse the circle of your feet. Your feet, your shins are just drawing circles, and just your thighs and knees are moving in and out. And the work here is with your heels pressing out into the band is working your outer hips. Feeling this now. Once it kicks in, it really kicks in. I don't know if you're feeling this. If you don't, try getting some of the stronger loops. You'll see what I mean. Let's go for 3. Keep your ankles flexed. 2 and 1. Okay, that did it. That did the trick. For me anyway. Alright, core. So you're going to sit on your thumbs. Your palms are face down. And you're sitting on your whole thumbs, including the base of your thumbs. This is going to help to protect your sacrum. Now we're going to be moving the legs, keeping the resistance loop around your heels. And we don't want the spine lifting and lowering. So try to, actually let's start to move the legs in circles. So each leg is doing a semicircle. You're pressing your heels out into the loop, into the loop. And you're just kind of like a swivel, but your sacrum isn't swiveling. It's really just your legs are circling. And now start to lower your legs. Keep them mostly straight. And don't let your lumbar spine, your lower back, come up off the floor. Press your lumbar spine and then start to take your legs up. And then we're going to do a count of 4 lowering. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a count of 4 to lift. 3, 2, 1, and lower for 4. 3, 2, 1, and lift your legs for 4. 3, 2, 1. A few more. Keep pressing the heels out. 3, 2, 1, and lift for 4. Still circling the legs. 3, 2, 1, and last time. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Keep plastering your lower back down. 2, 1. Now be still at the top. I'm going to give myself a little more space because we're going to move both legs around in a big wide circle. Okay, so I don't want to kick my closet doors here. Alright, so take your legs over to the right. You're still sitting on your thumbs. Take your legs over to the right. Keep pressing out on the loop with your heels. Take them over to the left and up. So slow, controlled, wide circles, legs mostly straight. And only lower the legs as far as you're comfortable with. Maybe they don't come down quite so much. This is a lot of control. And go 1 more this way. Keep pushing out on the band. You might as well get some outer legs while you're at it. And now we're going to go 4 times the other way. Lead to the left, down and up through the right. And 3, keep pressing out and up. Oh boy. And 2, the lower you get, the more it's going to be for your core. And 1, and that's it. That was a lot of outer leg work. We didn't get any inner leg work. Let's do one thing for the inner thighs. Just one little quick thing, just to balance our legs out. Alright, so you're pressing, I'm laying on my left side, and I'm pressing my right heel down onto the loop, and it's just outside of my bottom leg. Bottom leg is straight. And I've got the loop against the inner ankle. And we're just going to turn your toes out of your bottom leg and lift and lower that leg. Lift and lower. That's it. So you're just on your elbow here. Try not to slump down into the shoulder. Toes and the knee of your bottom leg are turned out. And you're just lifting up and down into that loop. And we're going to keep doing this until we fatigue the muscle of the inner thigh. And you might even feel this all the way to the inner knee all the way up to the inner thigh. Feeling it? I'm feeling it. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. You can just roll around the other way if you want. I'm just going to turn around this way so that way I'm facing you. I feel like that would probably be more polite for me to face you. Okay, other leg now is down, other hip is down. Extend your bottom leg, make sure the knee and the toes are turned out, and you're just pinning the band, the loop down with your other foot. The heel is pressing down on that band. Okay, here we go. Lifting and lowering. Make sure the knee and the toes are turned out. You try to get maximum resistance here. So if you have heavier loops, this would be a good time to use them. Especially for these larger leg muscle groups. I'm still working with the light resistance fabric loop, and I'm feeling this. So you can imagine I'm kind of afraid of the heavy resistance loop. I haven't even touched it yet, and I've had it for 6 months. So now if someone wants to challenge me to do a heavy resistance loop video, go ahead and put the comments out there. All right, I'm feeling this, so let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're done. Let's stretch that out. So I'm just going to turn around and face my normal direction. Let's start with stretching through the upper back. So we still have the loop around our feet. Since we're here, I'm going to reach around and hold the bottom side of the loop, the side that's around the outer edges of the feet, because that's going to have more resistance. I'm just going to move the seam out of the way there. I'm going to hold on to it, bring my heels together, and pin my feet down and just lean back, and you'll feel a stretch through the shoulder blades, through the trapezius, maybe the rhomboids, the deltoids for sure. Just tuck the chin and let the spine round back. I'm just using my feet as the anchor, holding on to that outer edge of the resistance loop and letting my upper body draw back. I'm pretty passive here. And then inhale, come up. And since we did that last bit of work on the inner thighs, you just pull the soles of the feet together, the knees come out wide. Wrap your hands around your toes and let yourself upper body hinge forward. Your knees are pressing down out to the side. Try to minimize the rounding in your spine and try to work more on getting length. You're hinging forward, lengthening the spine forward. And then let's come up. All right, lie back. Place the loop around your right foot and then just hold on to it. Extend your left leg forward. Your right leg is straight up. Just stretching through the hamstrings on the right leg. And then I'm going to bring my right hand all the way inside the loop and just kind of grip the loop with the loop around the outer wrist. And then I'm going to bring the right leg out to the side, getting a little more into those the inner hip area. This is the inner edge of the hamstrings. You have 3 hamstring muscles on each leg. And so this is getting the inner edge of those hamstrings. Keep pressing your left leg forward if you can. And then let's bring the right leg up. Now you're going to take the loop so bring your left hand through the loop, hold on to the loop, and lower the leg over to the left. Bring your right arm out to the side as your leg comes over to the left. Now if you have yoga blocks, you can stack them and put them underneath your right foot if you want some support here. You want to try to keep your right shoulder blade as much pinned down to the floor as you can. That's where you're going to really optimize the twist. And then your right hip is moving away from you. And then let's inhale and bring it back up. Okay, other leg. Just bring the left foot into the loop. Just hold on to the loop any which way with your hands. Your right leg is down on the floor and that's lengthened forward. Your left leg is mostly straight. If you need to do this with a little bend in the knee. It feels to me like my leg is straight, but I know when I watch these videos, when I'm editing them, I realize that my knee probably is a little bit bent, and that's fine. As long as you're feeling the stretch, there's no need to force your leg to be straight. And I'm going to slide the left hand inside the loop and just hang on to the loop with my fingers. And then slowly bring the left leg over to the left. Still pressing your right leg forward. Let's inhale, bring that leg up. And I'm going to bring the left hand into the loop now and remove the right hand. I'm going to scoot myself over so I don't kick my wall. And then your left leg is going to come all the way over to the right, and there's the wall. So you'll find me scooting off of my mat so I have enough room for my leg to go over to the right. If the wall happens to be there for you, that's kind of a bonus, because then instead of using blocks under that foot, you can just press your foot into the wall so that you don't, you're not straining to support your leg in this twist. And then your top hip moves away from you, and try to keep your left shoulder laid down. And let's inhale and bring that leg up. And then we did finish some outer hips at the end there, so let's just get some of that. So let's cross the right thigh over the left, and just slide your hands down your shins towards your ankles. So wherever your hands end up on your shins is fine. If they're around mid-shin or down at your ankles, or maybe you're holding on to the outer edges of your feet. That would be the more, for the more flexible people. This full pose, Supta Gomukhasana, is reclined cow face pose. The full pose is holding on to the feet. But that is pretty intense. If your sacrum comes up off the floor, you need to just bring your hands higher up your legs so the sacrum comes back down. Keep your ankles flexed, especially if you're holding your feet. And then let's release the hands from the feet and switch your legs. Cross them the other way. Left leg comes over. Shins are wide. Slide the hands down the shins until you find a comfortable spot for them to stay. Maybe somewhere on the shins or on the ankles. Or maybe you're holding on to the outer edges of your feet. Don't try to hold on to the feet, again, if your sacrum pops up off the floor or if you can't get your head back down. Slide your hands a little higher up towards the ankles or the shins in order to keep the sacrum down and the head down. If there's any pain in the knees or the ankles, have your hands farther up the shins. Try to keep the ankles flexed. And then let's unwind that. Okay, just really briefly, arms out to the side. Feet are wide on the mat. We're just going to windshield wiper the legs side to side. Just nice and slow. Just easing any remaining tension, maybe if there's any in the back of the hips or in the low back. It's just an overall nice activity to do if there's tension in the low back area. You're going very slow, very controlled movements with the legs. Synchronize this with your breath. So exhale as the legs come out to the side. Inhale as the knees come up. Let's do one more to each side. And inhale, let's come up. Okay. Come on upright. How about one more? One more stretch. Take the loop to your upper arms, so just above your elbows. And then take the hands behind you on the floor. Pin your elbows back. Well, they'll be pinned back anyway because of the loop. Bend your elbows. And then push down into the inner edge of your hands and lift up through the heart. This is going to stretch through the front of the chest. Try to lift your sacrum. So your sit bones are down on the floor, but you're lifting your heart, lifting your sacrum. Bend your elbows back. And are your hands even on the floor? Are they symmetrical? Lift up through the heart. Spread through the fingers. Push them through the inner edge of your hands. And then let's come on up. All right, yogis. That's it. So, thank you for joining me for this yoga sculpt, band and loop practice. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.